At the ongoing climate summit in Copenhagen, some developed nations are asking China to aim even higher to cut carbon emissions. But the country's special envoy is calling such demands unreasonable. Xie Zhenhua takes a look at the reasons and at some other efforts China has been making to fight climate change.
China's envoy to Copenhagen, Xie Zhenhua, says industrialization is the reason why China can't commit to any binding agreements on emission cuts. Compared to developed countries with an average per capita GDP of $40,000 a year, Xie says the average in China is just over $3,000 a person. So he says it's unfair to ask China to stop its industrialization to ensure a good life for the people and to take on more responsibility for cutting carbon emissions.
Given the current situation, no country can reduce carbon dioxide emissions so much when they are at that stage of development. It is not reasonable and scientifically sound to make such demands on China.
Xie argues that China is always leading the developing nations' fight against climate change and has cut more than 1.5 billion tons of carbon dioxide. And the country's Science and Technology Ministry Wang Gang says China's carbon emissions will peak between 2030 and 2040. That means China's output of greenhouse gases will start to fall after that.
This is the first time that a developing country has confirmed the peak range. That means China will complete its industrialization before the peak, and it will no longer need heavy emission sectors to support its economic development. And the date is also a signal, an invitation by Chinese officials to attract more international technology help.
Dai says the urgency to combat global warming lies not only with emission cuts, but also with development of clean energy solutions. Explorations indicate the Earth has less than a century of fossil energy supply left at current consumption rates. And some scientists also claim that when those fossil resources are depleted, the emissions they have caused will make the Earth unfit for humans to live on. Xie Zhenhua, ICS News.